Hello, everyone. Welcome to Africana TV. It is the month of February, Black History Month. My name is Adebukola Fonte. We have a very special guest in the house today, Honorable Minister Jon Reyes. He is a member of the Legislative Assembly representing Waverly and Minister of Advanced Education, Skills and Immigration in the province of Manitoba. Thank you for joining us today, Minister.
Thank you, Addie, and thank you for having me today on African Ad TV. As we know, you had mentioned, it is Black History Month, so to all our African and Black communities across Canada and North America, happy Black History Month.
Thank you. So, the Manitoba Provincial Nominee Program was established in 1998. It has welcomed over 165,000 newcomers, hardworking newcomers, and their families to our beautiful province. In 2016, I was privileged to become a permanent resident through this wonderful program. And I know that a lot of you out there, you're looking to what is going on. That's why we have the minister in the house today to ask some questions. So, it was announced recently that an Immigration Advisory Council is being formed by the Manitoba government. Why is the Advisory Council being created?
Well, first of all, as you mentioned, back in 1998, the PC government created the Provincial Nominee Program, which has been highly successful. It actually was the first program of its kind across Canada. So any program or service, throughout the years, may need some tweaks. We've had a record number of nominations this year, just over 6,200. But programs and services can always be improved and enhanced. And the reason why is because, our Premier, Heather Stephenson, has made immigration a key priority in our province. It's a crucial enabler for the economy, for economic recovery, economic growth, because there is a labor shortage. And, it's going to consist of individuals from different backgrounds, most importantly, those who've actually used the programs to give us feedback on how we can improve and enhance this program, and we can welcome more Manitobans.
Thank you. So our next question, we hear the processing time for permanent resident application is taking longer than usual.
Yes.
What is the Manitoba government doing to address this?
Well, as you know, the permanent resident category is actually a federal program under the Immigration, Refugees, Citizenship Canada. So we're working and in collaborations with the federal government and the federal department to ensure that they can address this situation, because we know that many of those who are waiting for their permanent residency, it is frustrating. And but one thing I'll have to tell you that we are trying to communicate with the federal government, because it is a federal program.
Absolutely.
There's different streams, but I understand the frustrations, and there has also 2 years we've had a pandemic, so federal and provincial jurisdictions have struggles, but I can tell you in Manitoba that we've had a record number of nominations despite the pandemic. So it's just about working together with all
Right.
jurisdictions so that we can welcome more Manitobans and eventually more Canadians.
Absolutely, thank you.
Yeah.
So Immigration Minister Sean Fraser recently released Immigration Level Plan for 2022 to
Yeah.
2024. The provincial nominee program target is about 83,500 I and low about 80,000. What is Manitoba's allocation for PNP for 2022?
And that's a great question. What I can tell you is that our government and the federal government, they have not signed the Canada-Manitoba Immigration Agreement since 2003. We're ready to, negotiate, work together so that we can have a new agreement, and we are hoping that we will get more allocations for the PNP program, but that's under negotiations right now.
Absolutely, that's good. Thank you for letting us know.
You're welcome.
Can you tell us Manitoba government immigration focus for this year?
Well, the immigration focus is, like I said at the beginning, is that we're going to have this Immigration Advisory Council, and it's going to consist of people from all walks of life, different backgrounds, and we're also going to do some outreach in terms of getting feedback. And one thing that I can tell you that I'm very proud of, being the MLA for Waverly, we know that the Nigerian community is growing in the southwest corner of the city, and I've received many feedback from constituents. And you know what? There's a lot of feedback that I'm getting in terms of point system. In terms of the language, but this is everything that we're going to analyze with the help of a Immigration Advisory Council. And I'm also proud to say that the co-chair, my co-chair is actually Dr. Lloyd Axworthy. He's a former member of Parliament, and he's had many portfolios in with the federal government many years ago. But we are going to be working together and to ensure that we can improve our immigration processes, both from a provincial standpoint and a federal standpoint.
We're really excited to hear that. Thank you. So in the past few months, there's been concern about MPNP not drawing application from skilled workers overseas. Can you address this?
Yeah, well, you know, the because of the pandemic, it's been it's been very difficult to have skilled workers overseas with that program. So we focused more on immigrants that are actually in Manitoba, international students, which is very important. So, but we were in spite that issue. We, like I said, we did have just under 6,300 nominations for 2021, and we plan to grow that number in 2022. So but we will be looking at all the programs in terms of the PNP, because we are getting, hopefully cross our fingers, out of this pandemic and things will improve.
Absolutely. So would you say the government of Manitoba is mirroring the same program as the federal government? Because the federal government's plan was to convert temporary residents into permanent residents. And you just mentioned that the focus of government of Manitoba was international students.
Yeah, well, you know what? Again, that's the reason why we're going to have this Immigration Advisory Council, because we want to ensure that it's a fair process for those wanting to come to Manitoba, and that's how we're going to improve the system.
Absolutely, thank you. And can you share with us the top reasons for refused MPNP applications?
That's a good question. I'll be quite honest with you. I've just been the Minister for Immigration for just 1 month, so I can honestly tell you that there is criteria involved in terms of why someone get refused. In terms of statistics, I don't know that right now off the top of my head, but they can show you on the website on immigratemanitoba.com. All the results will be there. All the information is there. There's a wealth of information on how to come, the top occupations. It's all there.
Absolutely. And I'm sure our viewers will visit the page as soon as this interview is done, because they're really excited to come to our beautiful province. So newcomers, they are internationally educated professionals that are coming into our province.
Yes.
And they're professionals who have skilled backgrounds from the country.
Yes.
They have expressed concern over the past few years about foreign credential recognition and securing meaningful employment in their field of expertise in the province and across the country.
Yes.
How would the government of Manitoba assist these individuals?
Well, I think it starts off by talking to the professional regulatory bodies within the province, and as you said, nationally, we all have to talk to all the other provinces in terms of facilitating labor mobility when they're actually going from province to province, or when they're coming from other countries because they're immigrating here. That has been an issue, recognizing foreign credentials, and that's one thing that the Premier of our province wants to ensure that we address, because we want people to immigrate here to our wonderful province, as you say, and we want them to stay here as well.
Thank you so much. So the Manitoba Provincial Nominee Program Information Session, it is currently offered in person, but we've not had anyone since the pandemic.
Yes.
It is every second Thursday from 2 to 4 p.m. in English language only. Is the government of Manitoba considering online sessions?
All I can tell you right now that the Manitoba Provincial Nominee Program division will be at the Destination Canada event. I don't know off the top of my head when the date is, but I'm sure that the immigration department under my leadership, we're going to be creative on how we can do really good outreach in terms of those who are wanting to come to our province.
because the technology has been really important and
Absolutely.
very useful.
Absolutely.
It has connected us during
Yeah.
this pandemic.
Yeah.
A lot of meetings are happening
Yeah.
on Zoom.
Yes.
And
Teams.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it will be a good opportunity for us definitely to have true information and also reach people not only in Manitoba but across,
Absolutely. Yep.
so they can get the right and information and avoid scams and fraud that are related to immigration.
Yeah, well, Addie, one thing that you pointed out is, 2 years during a pandemic, and we've learned how to work virtually, have meetings virtually, and yes, we have to take advantage of the technology. So I'm glad that you've mentioned that because one of these things that we want to save time, we want to save money. I mean, obviously, nothing beats face-to-face
Nothing.
interaction, as we both know. But those are very good questions.
Absolutely. And the final question today. Would the government be looking into offering French language also as part of the information session?
You know what? We know that we have a obligation to have French services. So one thing that's very important to me, last week last week or a week and a half ago, we just announced some investment at Université de Saint-Boniface in terms of education in the French language for French programs and French immersion. So that will actually, fulfill the need of a high percentage of having educators and teachers because those programs are very valuable in Manitoba, and we want to ensure that we can actually service people in both official languages. So
Absolutely,
thanks for that
because
question.
we
Though.
want to grow our French community.
Tu parles français?
No?
Okay. Mais moi, je parle
I
français.
am learning.
Okay, all right.
Thank you so much for your time today, Minister Reyes. Is there anything you'd like to tell our Black community?
I just want to say that as the Minister for Advanced Education, Skills and Immigration, and as the MLA for Waverley, because I represent so many ethnic communities, I know it's been tough on all of you, but we are getting out of this, and just want to say stay safe, and happy Black History Month again, and I look forward to seeing you all in person hopefully very soon. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Before we let you go, Minister, we'd like to test your knowledge. Because it's Black History Month, we'd like to see how many countries in Africa you know.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay,
All right.
so this is a game that we play on our show. I will start with, can you guess this country?
They recently won the African Cup in football, as known as soccer. That's Senegal.
Okay, 1 point. Second country?
Well, because I watch a lot of soccer, drag bar, that would be Côte d'Ivoire, the Ivory Coast.
I can't believe it. Second country right. We'll move to the third one.
That is Togo?
Should we continue this game or just call it an end?
Is it Togo?
Because the minister is getting everything right.
3 for 3. All right.
3 points. The fourth.
That's Barbados.
It's a wrap.
That's not in Africa though,
No, it's not.
right?
We
Yeah.
decided to put a little
Mix
twist.
it up. Mix it up. Black History Month, right?
Black History
Let's
Month.
do it. All right. Ooh, that one's a tough one.
We're sure you get it right. You got everything.
Well, you know what?
almost.
That would be. Would that be Qatar?
Try again.
It's obviously an Islamic nation because of the. So I'm thinking Algeria. That's a tough one. How about we go back to that one?
Okay.
Let's go back to that one.
Do you like to try again? Is that the final answer, the minister?
You know what? I really believe that's Algeria.
We thought we'd pull a fast one on you, but you're actually right.
Yes!
5 out of 5 so far. We're super proud of our Minister of Immigration. We cannot choose anyone else. So let's go to our final one.
What would that be?
I could give you a little hint.
Yeah.
It is one of the top source countries in Manitoba
Well,
for
I can-
immigration.
Well, I can give you a little hint. I'm getting hungry, so when I see that flag, I think of jollof rice, I think of hot pepper soup, and that's gotta be the home of the not only the Super Eagles but the Super Falcons. That's Nigeria.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Minister. We're so thankful. We're happy to have you. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
So to wrap it up, on behalf of Africanet and the Black community, we'd like to thank Honorable Jon Reyes today. We'd like to present you as Black History Month, this beautiful magazine,
Thank you very much.
and also a piece that we hope you wear to
Okay.
represent us.
Look, Black History Month and my favorite color, blue.
Thank you.
Thank you.